Hi everyone. Thanks for letting me take the time and explain the Working with Real Estate Agents brochure. So the Working with Real Estate Agent brochure that you see attached to the email or however we're discussing it looks something like this. Okay? It's a two-page documentation, and it's actually to protect consumers. There's no contract. At the very end, once I've explained it to you, I'll ask that you sign the receipt, just showing that I'm complying. My license is very important to me, and North Carolina requires that all real estate agents that are licensed in North Carolina show clients or customers, rather, this documentation explaining what agency is in North Carolina. So there's different ways that a real estate agent can represent you as a client. You can be selling your property, or maybe you're looking to buy. So you have selling agency and buying agency. Now, the things that will never change is once you're a client in North Carolina, your realtor and broker owes you loads. I call it loads because we owe you loyalty, obedience, accounting, diligence, and skill with the transaction. Obviously, we're here to help you and serve your best interest. Now, until you're under agency agreement with any real estate agent, make sure that any confidential information that you wouldn't want a seller or a potential buyer to know, that you keep private to yourself. Now, if you are selling your property, your real estate agent basically is looking out for your best interest. And in that transaction, they're going to help you market your property, they're going to help you price your property, and they're going to provide you all the disclosures and paperwork that you need necessary for your transaction. Now, as far as the buying side goes, the agent owes you all of those same things: the loyalty, obedience, accounting, diligence, and skill. Also, you need to be aware of something called dual agency. So dual agency just means, for instance, I'm with eXp Realty. So when you sign an agreement with me, yes, I'm your agent, but the firm is who is representing you. So you need to keep in mind that if you're selling your property and a buyer comes in and maybe they're represented by another agent that's also with the same firm, eXp Realty or whoever, you need to understand that in those situations, that's called dual agency. And it limits what an agent can tell and disclose about that other client. So for instance, if I knew personal information or maybe their motivation for buying a property, I couldn't share that with you in those instances. Same thing on the buying side. If you were looking at a property and their agent was also from eXp Realty, that's also dual agency. Another instance of dual agencies, let's say you're selling your property and I'm selling it for you and I find a buyer for you. That would be amazing. But in those situations, understand that the type of dialogue we could have about that client or their motivations, I could not do. And as far as they go, I could not help negotiate or say, yes, they could take less money on the property. That wouldn't be ethical. So you have to understand that if you agree to dual agency, that in those instances, it would be limited on what information can be shared to the client. I really appreciate it, you taking the time to let me explain this to you. If you have any more questions about agency agreement and the document, please let me know. I'm here to help. I want you to understand it. I ask that you please sign the receipt, just showing that I have disclosed this information to you, that I've gone over the type of agency that you can have when you're working with a real estate agent in North Carolina. Thank you so much. Have a great day.